Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. My life. Hold on. Give me a brief moment, please. Anyone watching that? Hello, Luke. How you doing? Hola, señor. Hola. Give me a second. Sorry, I'm just doing the Instagram post to let the people know. Let the people know that I'm indeed live. Oh my lord, I'm spotty as hell. This is not ideal. Cracking Brit, my guy. Appreciate you, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Live on YouTube. Bada bing. Bada bootube. Hello. Let's go, Colin. How you doing, mate? How are you doing? Is the audio all good? I think I've turned up the audio slightly to make it the baseline a little clearer. Excellent, excellent. Oh wait, what is this? Members only live stream new. Oh, we're not doing a members only live stream. Sorry, I've been informed that I can do a members only live stream. Not that I'm incentivized to, but alright. Hold on. Stop playing some flipping chess. I think I'm gonna do a couple games of Blitz to just to warm up, just to wet the whistle. You know what I mean? Just to feel out. Dobro večer. Hello, Stefan. How are you doing? How are you doing? We're just wetting the whistle here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that actually means. I feel like that has horrifically innuendous implications. I'm not a fan. Honestly, here, allow takes, play a5, and then put my knight on c5, or not. Okay, if you do this, I'm probably gonna. Actually, there might be queen takes. Right, I'm just gonna unlock it. I want a nice start, nice bit of momentum. I'm thinking it would be quite nice. I recently lost a bunch of elo playing someone that was way lower rated than they should have been, and we forgot to make it unrated. What the hell is that? How are you doing, El Beno? Good to see you here, mate. I'm gonna just tickle this knight, might as well. Knight d2. Or you could hang a piece. You know what? Admittedly, kind of hope chess there. I really thought they would just hang this piece, because it's unnatural that this piece is hanging. You know, it's not so easy to see. I've made that mistake in the Tate variation a bunch of times, just hanging that knight there. Right, let's just mop up this game, and I'm probably gonna go knight here. Probably gonna go knight here. Yes, usually with an alcoholic beverage. Okay, right, fantastic, good to know. Thank you very much. A fool wearing on about chess. Ben Holton, how are you doing, mate? How on earth are you doing? I think the problem my opponent's currently thinking about is that they want to stop me going knight c3. I mean, they should really resign. They're down a full piece, and they're about to get hit with some nasty ponies. But okay, you can do that if you want. You can do that if you want. I mean, not exactly the most romantic thing, but I'm literally going to do this and this. Yeah, not at all. Having some tea and okay, respect. Hell yeah, man. Let's just bring this back in, I guess. I guess. And then, I mean, just pin it. Like, it's so easy. It's just too clinical and easy sometimes. How can I resist putting a pony here? You know what? I mean, I'm sorry. I just want to. This game's not exciting anymore because I'm up a full piece. Oh, I did not. I'm sorry, Alan. I did not. My bad. My bad. Was that the one you told me to watch last stream? I've been very busy. Forgive me. Whenever I've had YouTube time, I've frankly been watching MMA-related content rather than anything to do with chess. Making a lot of chess videos and then watching a lot of chess videos gets kind of tiring. Okay, let's just take here. So, no, forgive me, I have not. Okay, I mean, again, the game. What? Oh, I didn't think about that. Oops. Oops. Okay, well, they missed it as well. And they missed that as well. Jesus, man. Right. My opponent, they really should have done this. Actually, to be fair, my lack of concentration nearly gave them enough counterplay. Dude, come on, resign. I'm gonna... You know? You know? Ooh, what do I have? I can put the chess.com chat visible. Ooh. Nice. I can also make the game review visible. Can't I? Where is that? Is that not on the screen? Interesting. Right, what am I doing? Let's just... Christ, what? Check. And then there's mate in one. Okay. That was not a good game of chess from my opponent. I want to see, sorry, I just need to double check with my game review features working. I thought I could... no, I believe I have to do this. There we go, okay. But now this should be working, right? Now when I go here... Yeah, okay. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, whatever, they just lost a piece. That's not an insane game, but it is good to get us going. And I think I'm going to do one more. Hell yeah, Gav. Hell yeah. Oh, brilliant. +7. I kind of was very tempted to abort it just then. Can you guys hear some nasty audio in the background? Like some unpleasant PC fan noise. I sincerely hope you can't. I'm hoping that my various filters are doing a good enough job at tuning it out that it's not wildly unpleasant, but it is possible that you can hear some unsavory noise right now. Is there just C5? Right, I'm not focused. Yeah, there was just C5. Pay attention, for crying out loud. Let's... All you hear is soft jazz, baby. Okay, good. Good. Hell yeah. Absolutely. I'm glad. Right, I'm gonna go here just because surely the chain of captures works out for me. Genuinely, that's all my calculation right there. Thank you, man. El Beno, I appreciate you. Hear no fan noise. Okay, good. Well, it's extremely loud to me, but that means my filters are working. I think I'm just gonna do this. Again, we're warming up, you know? No one cares about the warm-up game. It's Blitz. Blitz is not real. Blitz is not real at all. No. Oh, what the hell? Why would you... Okay, they got scared. Yeah, they just got scared. That's all I can really say. Here. Here. And if you take here, I go check. The king goes back. I go here. You can go check. I go king d2. And then I don't think you have any further checks. You can take my rook, but you get mated. Unless I guess you go back to here. Then you maybe don't get mated in that line. Maybe I should just start with king b1. I think I will just start with king b1 just to hold this. I thought there was a kind of cool way that I could maybe, you know, sneak in, but alas. Right, I'm going to do this. I want to unpin my knight from this. I don't really like the idea of moving my knight. And right, I mean, you're softening stuff up here. I just don't believe that this is doable. I just do not believe that this is doable. Hello. You're just pushing pawns around your king. Your last 2 moves in a row have been pure pushing pawns around the king. And you've got to assume that that is not going to... This probably works, right? This probably works. Oh, interesting. Even more interesting. Hello, Andres. How are you doing, mate? How are you doing? Okay, I mean, I don't know what's going on, but I seem to be absolutely cooking. Now, they did, I believe... Oh, you know what? I'm actually cracked. Was leaving the title in the Blumenfeld Bible teaser accidental? What do you mean? What, on my Instagram story? What is... What, the entire... I don't think that was not accidental. This was... It was fairly prominently in screen. Do you know what I mean? Like, it can't have really been accidental given that it was just a picture of that. Unless... What are you referring to? Just the fact that it's called the Blumenfeld Bible? The first post you can see the name. Oh, right, cool. No. No. Sorry, I was thinking about that because I also needed to make sure you couldn't see like a link for it or anything, so I get leaked. Anyway, I mean, this is a good opportunity. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, this is the game if you think it's still up. Yeah, I have now released my Blumenfeld Bible, which maybe if I get a good Blumenfeld, I'll feel like I can plug a little more. But if you're interested, I've spent the last 2 months. I'm going to come out with a big video on it soon. But yeah, I've come out with a 1.5 hour deep dive video and 16 chapter heavily annotated study on the Blumenfeld. It's on the Patreon. Check it out if you like. No, that's not the case, Gav. That's not the case. But it's, I mean, it's out, it's published. I just haven't really explained it or, you know, promoted it much at all. But, sorry, I'm not going to start talking about that just yet. But yeah, no, good point. I just thought, like, I think I mentioned the title in a live stream a while ago anyway. They could have, of course, taken the knight. I would have clearly had some play here. You know, you've got to sort of start retreating with the king and then I can get some play. But, of course, this nice little brilliant... Oh, I've thrown my mouse across the room. Yeah, this is a nice little brilliant move. I was imagining if you take, I literally just grab this, and then how on earth are you stopping checkmate here? You're just not, do you know what I mean? You've got to like run away, hang a knight, whatever. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are interested, check out the page. Anyway, I spent like 2 months on this. I think I'm just gonna ride the train. I'm gonna ride the train of these wins, which I seem to just be picking up. I mean, the title of the stream is, I believe, something to do with rapid chess, right? Some serious late night, yeah. And it does not seem that I'm currently playing rapid. We're just doing a bit of Blitz to warm up, you know? As I said, wet the whistle. I don't know if I love this phrase. Woozle time? And if I'm winning, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna stop just winning. I do have this, which isn't like a no-brainer, but at the same time kind of feels like a no-brainer. That seems like a free pawn. That seems like they've gone for f3. Is the series biblically accurate? Yes. The Blumenfeld in and of itself is biblically accurate, mate. I'll tell you that much for free. Right. Maybe blasted spot on my chin. Hopefully that's not too much of an eyesore for all of you viewers at home. I'm not best pleased with it. This is, I don't know if I've... Basically, I do a lot of jiu-jitsu, which entails rolling around with sweaty men. And so, in an effort to be hygienic, I've started using this Dettol soap. I do it like 5 times a week, so I've been rigorously Dettol soaping every... Why am I talking about this? Let's just move on. Jesus, on a bike. Right, e6. Little voice break there, flipping out, everything's capitulating. Why have I done this? I've just started talking about a spot on my face. Oh my god. Anyway, that's like the worst possible topic of conversation for a stream. Like, what on earth? Who the hell? Ooh, surely I have this. It is in general, Matt, but Dettol also do an antibacterial soap that I've been lathering upon myself. Right. Let's just do this. Chess boxing match. Listen, I don't know about chess boxing, but chess grappling. Now we're talking. Right, this bishop looks good. I am a little worried about this check. I feel like I can just move. Do I come up? Hold on, I need to focus on this game because this is complete nonsense. Yeah, excuse me. Sorry, this is... I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I'm playing King E7. I know that's really stupid, but my bishop's great. And I'm threatening to take the knight. What are you going to do? Grab this? I'll just take with the rook. I can just chill back here. Okay, that makes some sense, I guess. But... Queen here. I don't know what the difference is, really. I think I'm going to choose to be slightly more reserved. Although if here, maybe you don't have c4. Oh no, because even if you... I think I like this because maybe there's half an idea of me threatening like a queen here. You could play this. Yeah, I'm already holding that. a6 I'm not actually threatening to take. Fianchetto, I guess. I could do this as well, actually. Hold on. Okay. I might be cooking something up here somehow. And then I was thinking I might have a check here. Let's start with takes. Get this knight out of there. And now check queen here. So then, what if I start with rook here, I guess? Just to mean that the threat of the check... Again, like right now I'm blockading and you cannot move your bishop. Therefore, the rook also kind of sucks. I have 27 seconds, there's no increment. Right, excuse me. Let me lock in. I got a little sidetracked. Just dropping some serious TMI on the channel. I'm not actually threatening this, am I? Because you can always just go queen blocks. I'd love to be able to stack. I do want this check and then here, but then this isn't held. Maybe I don't want that. I dislodge the king, but to what end? Maybe I just need to play d5 knight here, lift the rook, stack. They preemptively do that with the king. Wow. d5? Okay. You still can't move your pieces, you know? The knight can't move, it's dominated. The bishop can't move. That is annoying. This seems okay, although not that potent. I don't know. Your king basically has, well, very few moves at least. Right. Let me just wind my neck in and win this game, because I must be very winning, but I seem to have 20 seconds. My opponent doesn't have that long, though. Nice and simple. Stack and attack, baby. Play bishop g2. Get your full sense of development. No one cares. I'm stacking and attacking. There's a c-file there, which you cannot claim, because I dominate it. That was a free pony, by the way. Excuse me. A small voice. Oh, hello. And hello. And check. Oops. Why did I just hang that? Good question. And that's why I'm the greatest chess player of all time. Excuse me, I probably missed all of my mate in one. Wait, I actually had mate in one. My bad, guys. My bad. Where's my mate? Where's my mate? Queen sag? Am I an idiot? On c1 after king d1. What? After king d1, I had mate in 1 on c... You know, genuinely, I'm an idiot because I was like going for that idea. That's like almost exactly what I was going for. It's literally just an opera mate. And I just, for some reason, thought the queen held the square. I cannot describe why. My bad. That must have been immensely frustrating. That was literally the easiest move to find. I was genuinely going for this idea. I'm pretty sure I'll have literally drawn arrows. I cannot explain why I then didn't play that. I think I was getting low on time and I just panicked and played d5. Yeah, no, I know I talked about it. I saw this idea, obviously. For some reason, when I had the opportunity, I didn't play it. I think it was something to do with the time. I just thought, if I'm just hunting for the mate, I'm going to spend too long. Let me just play and develop and stack, because I thought they would just give me the mate. My bad. That is insanely my bad. Obviously, then, this was not the greatest of conversions. But, you know, we won the game. Exactly the same result as if I'd played it. So, we take those. We take those. And a quick game review will give us... probably complete nonsense because I missed mate and what. Get rid of that and move it on. Just move it on there. I mean, we're 3 in a row right now. I mean, why not? Why not keep it moving? I seem to be, excuse me, I seem to be 3-0 right now. 3-0 in the stream, just cooking people at 3-0. I mean, there's some parallels here. Okay, knight f3. Yep. Okay, bishop e2. Bishop e2. Bishop e2. Bishop. Right, that simply has to be a blunder. Excuse my slight voice break there. Queen e4 check. What are you doing? I can take this and really trash your pawn structure, right? You've got to take like this. You can't take my queen because I just take back with the bishop and we're up a full piece. And now surely I take this. Or maybe I just take and pick this up. Bishop d1. Yeah, I think this is just I'm just up a clean pawn and your pawn structure sucks and you've just blundered a fork. So I don't know what's wrong with the blitz pool today. Maybe it's because my blitz rating's lower than it should be, which I can accept. That's probably true. Right now, if you take b6, you don't have time to get to a6 with the bishop. So I think I'm just going to start with this. I'm pretty sure you went to Sheffield. How is the chess club? Oh, cool, nice. You're the which university in Sheffield are you at? The University of Sheffield or Sheffield? Huh? Out of interest. I'm going to do this and this. I'm actually now slightly worried they can kind of isolate this pawn, and I've given it up for no reason. This feels like maybe a small error. They do have a bishop pair, and I'm slightly concerned about it, but yeah, sure. And then might fianchet out with this bishop, actually. I don't hate that. I can do this. Admittedly, I can't approach, so I might actually suck. But it does seem to kind of just force a trade in the end, though. Maybe I just do this and defend this. Is the chess club lies that if you were in it? Yeah, no, I played for the chess... for the chess club in my first year. And then just kind of... I don't have the stamina for classical chess. I also, like, every time I was playing chess for multiple hours and not earning any money from it, I was like, I could be earning money from this right now. What am I doing? Which is, yeah, I don't know. But it was good. It was, I mean, I can't really speak much to it. I met some lovely people, though. But they are no longer there, so... Can you get a game? I mean, what I'm going to keep this streak going, but then I'm sure at some point the answer to that is absolutely yeah. Surely I can mate you here, no? Is this not a mating net? Is this not just a... Whoa! I'm a strong chess player, guys. Is this not a mating net? Here. I mean, yeah. I might just do this to threaten the mate. This is half a chance they miss it. But also, after bishop here, I might be able to play f5. And also, how old were you when you first started cussing? What a left field question, Andre. I mean, I respect it. I don't know. Probably unnervingly young. I try and keep my language extremely clean on this channel. Yeah, but we just get the bishop out our ass right here. Excuse me. But, well, it depends. Yeah, is ass a cuss word in your American dialect? I guess I'm just going to take here and then pick up the bishop. I'm up 4 points in material and your bishop seems to be trapped. But I don't know. That's an interesting question. How old were you when you started playing table tennis? Now we're talking. Now we're asking the hard-hitting journalism questions. Oh, wait. So are you like literally... Is it fresh as we right now? None. And also, where are you from? Are you from like England, a different place, or... Bishop d4 won the rook. Cool. Could have won the rook skewer. Dude, I literally don't care. Does it look like I care? No. I'm on a 4-game win streak. I'm on a 4-game win streak right now. And I'm just mopping everything up. And it's actually that easy. We're just going to see. I had to switch up the questions, dude. I respect it. That was just an insanely left field question. I could not possibly have expected that. Right, okay, this is some nonsense, I guess. This is some bull. Bunch of bleeps there. Let's just try and get myself a bishop pair. Let's get something tangible to play with. You know? Something tangible to play with, or not. going to go for a5, honestly. This could be real dumb, but I half like the idea of... Okay, let's disconnect this. Yeah, this actually could be a major problem. I guess I have bishop here. I mean, knight here, excuse me. If you take, I might just get an open h file and just refuse to castle. I know I've just played a5. Probably that was kind of stupid. Do I have this? Maybe. Excuse me. Maybe. No way. Hold on, we got multiple people starting next week at the University of Sheffield. And listen, as the most famous alumni of the University of Sheffield, that's actually a joke. Tim Key is such a legend. I daren't speak on him. Munya Chihuahua as well, legend. Tim Key, admittedly, in my heart of hearts, I'm a big fan. But I know we got some for some reason comedians coming out of Sheffield. But as a majorly famous graduate of the University of Sheffield, I seem to be connecting those who are currently... What am I talking about? I hate what I'm doing. I'm just going to play this because I literally don't know what to do. Come back, loving the video. Hell yeah, man. If I can, dude, if I can get back... I'll get you back into chess, rather. That is a role which I'm proud to have played. I'm not best pleased with my trim at the moment, honestly. Maybe the... Don't know about this. What are you guys studying at the University of Sheffield out of interest? This is cool stuff. This seems like a bad move. And I'm going to play it, because I just need to keep playing moves. And I'm slowly losing focus. E6 is wildly destabilized. But again, this knight is annoying as hell, and I want to get it out of there. This at least opens the rook. I'm actually kind of happy you did that. Excuse me. How stupid is this? I mean, probably unbelievably wildly stupid, but I kind of also like it. I just think I can get the bishop off this diagonal quite quickly, unless you play a3. I really am walking into some serious trouble here. Any advice for quantum mechanics? No, mate. No. Top shelf, great work. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. First watching your live, please continue to post your content in normal videos more. I improve a lot by... Thank you, T Frost. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I endeavor to. I've also been... How did the coaching go? How do you know I did coaching today? I mean, I did coaching most days, to be honest. The coaching was good today. It was good. I had 2 sessions. I had 3, but one of them got moved. Yeah, that's not a fork. Can only do this and this? I don't know. Oh, right, you have 30-minute rapid games today. Nice. Oh, you're a sleuth, I see. You're an internet detective. I see. I now understand how you were able to come to this conclusion. Correctly, I might add. Wild one, good guy in the wood. Do I do this? I need to hurry up. Let's just put my knight here. This feels like a decent idea. It's stable, I think. I'm holding this enough and I'm threatening b5 to get you off my case. I mean, I don't think I'm safe. I think safe is not... Does Coney make you better chess? I mean, it definitely makes... Oh, I'm not going to answer that question right now. Sorry, 1 second. What the hell am I doing? 23 seconds, and I've done this to my king? For what reason? It's not great. I can admit, it's not great. Oops. Literally, I didn't even clock that rook was hanging at all. My bad. Can't believe I just played rook f4. Not my finest move. I really should be trying to use this, I think. But I just don't really see it happening. They might just step out with the king. What the hell? Get off me. Check. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, obviously I was winning in the end there. Right, that's probably good because I wanted to... hell yeah, good guy in the wood. I appreciate that. Well, I mean, of course I've got to do it. Yeah, I've got to do it. I've got to do it. There are occasionally things that I say... I'm too obsessed with my appearance today. Excuse me. I think it's because of this spot on my chin. I seem to be glancing far too much into the reflective pool that Narcissus gazed. Will, I was watching your video at work and we had a spontaneous meeting, so I threw my phone in my pocket and wanted to show the play for 45 minutes. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Good stuff. Wilson. Respect, John. How are you doing? Yeah, awesome. As the most well-known university. What's your opinion on the development of... I don't know. Probably a good thing if used correctly and responsibly. I'm a little uneasy about it all, but maybe that's because I don't understand it. But I also feel as though cooking up something that is almost definitionally psychopathic in certain ways. I don't know. Some of it stresses me out. Chaz B. Cheers, mate. Does coaching make you better? Yeah, I mean, it makes me understand stuff a little more, and I'm especially the stronger guys I work with. Like, I work with a guy who's 1800, just because I've been working with him since he was a couple hundred elo lower than that, I think. And we get into some serious ideas, and I think it does makes me make sure that my foundational understanding's there so I can explain it to other people. I need to remove this viewfinder. I'm looking at my own face too much. Sorry, 1 second. For some reason, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good at all. Franz, hell yeah, Franz, how are you doing? Played GM Amon in random rapid queue the other day and I just got work. Of course. I mean, I'm a big fan of Mr. Amon Hamilton. He's awesome. He's awesome. Don't support it. Yo, Sad, what the hell? Why not? Why on earth not? Well, by the way, we're starting with the rapid now. Let's get the starting elo to, what is it? 65, right. Why ever not? Yeah, good job on 1600, Hellraiser. Hell yeah, Andreas, my guy. Speak to you soon, man. Right, we're playing E4. And you know what? Recently, shout out Emil. He's a guy I work with as a coaching client. He brought me this idea. And also shout out to the Chess Centurion. I'm sure many of you are familiar. I've been playing the Auto Snap, but I'm going to dabble in this Horvitz attack, a quick fianchetto, and then this is known as the Papa Ticula or Ticulat Gambit. I'm not entirely sure how to properly pronounce this. Bro sagt guten Morgen. Hallo. Wie geht's? Anyway, and then one of the guys I work with, he's like, oh yeah, I saw this guy playing this, and let's have a little look at it. And I kind of used it as an example to show him how I would start piecing through a like Lichess study and like crafting stuff and looking for interesting ideas. So I don't really know how to play this very well, but I looked at it for 1 hour the other day and relatively superficially. But I think if they don't accept this gambit, e5 is pretty strong. I think. I could be wrong. And then there's maybe an idea, I believe, to play for f4 and queen g4. Now, I don't know. I think f4 makes a lot of sense because we're not just sort of building up against our own bishop with d4. Basically, you don't want to allow your opponent to play the kind of opening that they're comfortable in. And if we give them d4 and then they can play c5, this is the first time I'm playing this, by the way. The first time I'm playing this, but, you know, they get the knight here, they get the queen b6, like everything starts to look like it makes sense for them. I think maybe I get my queen out to g4 and it's quite hard to use this bishop. without maybe playing g6, which softens some stuff up. I don't know. Basically, the extent of my familiarity with this opening ends, I believe, here, because I think this is an interesting idea. But it looks interesting. It looks something, I don't know. It looks a little less dubious than the auto shot, maybe. I might just try it out. I don't want to be dogmatic in my openings. I want to be flexible and fluid. Knight f3, kind of a no-brainer. Has to improve the position to some extent. Let's go, 70. How you doing? Ankle feeling better? Ankle is feeling better. Thank you very much, mate. Although I've trained every evening, so it might just be that every, other parts of my body hurt more. Chess with Hakeem stuff, apparently stealing some. I've got no idea, mate. I've got no idea. Although I rate chess with Hakeem, I don't want to speak ill of him at all. He's a good guy. I mean, okay, I can't vouch for that much more than the fact that I just had a call with him one time and he seemed like a good guy. But I don't know. This sounds like YouTube gossipy nonsense. That's my first take. But maybe there's some egregious crime that's been committed. I don't know. Maybe break it down for me. I don't know. Well, actually, maybe don't. I don't know how interested I am in this. Forgive me. I'm gonna play knight c3. I think I'm gonna castle queenside. Again, I don't really understand exactly what's going on, but I feel like this position has to make sense. And again, there's just this interesting idea that you can't really play this very easily. But yeah, the ankle is feeling better, so cheers, mate. It's going well. Queen g4 after bishop moves, yeah, but they're not compelled to move the bishop. And I want to play knight f3, and then I kind of rob myself of that idea. How you doing, Jason Bacon King? This is Gotham's. Does Gotham Chess promote this? I didn't even know about that. I was not aware. Honestly, Chess Centurion more famous than Gotham Chess. Do I train MMA? At the moment, I'm just grappling, but I did a bit of Muay Thai. I really should be doing slightly more Muay Thai, honestly. I'm gonna castle. Actually, was that a good idea? I don't know. Maybe I do need to play d4. I might be kind of reaching the point where, reaching the point where I'm realizing I don't actually know how to play this opening. Although, okay, he gets a lot of his openings from Gotham. Right, in which case, yeah, fair enough. Maybe this is a Gotham Chess thing. I'm just aware of my fellow Englishman. Okay, hold on, what am I doing? I think I am going to play d4. I don't know if this is a misunderstanding of the position, but what I want to do is play f5 at some point, and I can't really do that without hanging this unless I've played d4. Now, maybe they push past. I just think f5 makes sense. I think f4, f5. Now, maybe you take this and this collapses and this was actually terrible, but at least immediately, do I not have this? Probably is my answer to that question. Probably. You can take my knight. I can at the very least take yours. I don't relish the idea of a queen trade, but when they take first, because they probably don't want to allow me to mess stuff up, I might have even taken here, played e6, and then just recaptured and been like, dude, you're in a spot of bother here with these alien gambit-esque pawn structure that you've got going on. Now, I can obviously take the pawn, but then you can block with the queen. And I don't love that idea. I mean, maybe... Oh, is there something fancy like knight here, queen takes, check, but then you go king up, takes, and I lose a knight, so... I'm sure I'm very winning here. I just think this has to be it. Because then king here, right, is forced. But then you're just going to win this. Here, king e7. I don't have like knight d5, do I? Check, takes, check. King f7. Then e6 or something. I'm going to start with this check. Maybe I should have thought about that for a little longer. Hello, family. I also wear glasses. Good stuff. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, this hanging's a bit of an issue. Wait, hold on. Yeah, okay. Immediately there's just this, right? I was thinking there should be something vaguely interesting here. But maybe not. Because after the king goes back, I mean, I guess I can go check again, king up. Maybe like e6. Something about me really trusts this move. I probably shouldn't, but I just kind of do. Also, if I do this though, and you take here, I can take on e6. And it's mate. So if this, you got to take here first. Then I play rook takes, and then if you take this, maybe check. Or if this and you have to take here. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. If this and I'm threatening mate, and so you take here, I don't recapture. I just play bishop a3. You guys, please do not suggest moves in the chat. Thank you very much. We're playing rated games. I have check. Here. I guess you have king here. You're not quite mated, but then I can recapture in the end. I think I go here because I think I threaten the mate, and the move that would sort of maintain some initiative for you. You know, the move that would not now mean you have to just passively defend this square would be to take the knight, and you assume I'd have to recapture, but I don't think I do. I think this sneaky little bishop check idea might be damn interesting. Might it not? Might it not? This is a good first experience with the popper, or the, sorry, said that like a yank. I always say that like a slur, and that's my bad. But Papa Ticula, or Ticulat, I don't know if you pronounce that T. I'd imagine you don't. Check. That's a free piece. Thanks very much. And then we can pick up this piece. Now, king here, unless you want to give me your queen. And, okay, I mean, check. Probably I just take this, right? Maybe even go here. That's pretty nasty. That's pretty nasty indeed. Oh, actually, what am I talking about? Let's not hang the bishop. I can just take this. Probably I should. If I go check and you go back here, then I can take, and it's probably useful because then I'm threatening to take here. If check in here, I could go takes. Nah, what am I doing? Why do I want to simplify everything? Let's hunt this king for a little longer. I just... I think I can give this check. I think I should sort of keep pursuing. You can't block with the queen. You can block with the bishop. Maybe I'm just helping you here, actually. Yeah, I don't actually like that I've done this. I should have probably just taken this and been up a full piece. And then I've been threatening something like this, maybe. After bishop here, they might be threatening this. I can maybe just play rook takes. Quite like that idea, honestly. If you want to play rook f8, sure. I'm just going to simplify. I'm sorry. My favorite chess player besides myself. All of you to assume that I would be up there. Of course, there are far more exciting chess players than myself, although I do like the way I play, obviously. Witty Alien is genuinely one of my favorite players to watch for obvious reasons. There's just a level of romantic chess that I can only ever aspire to reach. I'm sorry for doing this. I kind of shouldn't have played Queen f7 if I didn't want to. My rook's on a dark square as well. There's just no way to kick it. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. I think we just get on this diagonal. Try and bring the rook to the f-file. You probably do that. I just have an extra piece. It's hard to imagine I'm not extremely winning. Owen's here. Hello, how are you doing, Owen? Some vocal lag there. It was good stuff. El Beno passing 1200. I'm going to do this to prevent the check, and if you infiltrate naturally, I just get bishop f3, and then you might even get that trapped. Is that my openings video? What do you mean, like my openings video ever? Man. Looking very sophisticated. Cheers, Owen. Appreciate that. Ooh, have I lost a pawn? Possibly. Is that the end of the world? Probably not. I probably shouldn't have lost it, though. My famous video. What do you mean? Oh, the Emery Tate one? Is that what you're talking about? Hold on, let me just convert this game. Jesus. I don't feel like I'm doing that right now. A4. How to learn chess openings, how to learn... What are you talking about, Ebba? What the hell video are you referencing right now? What microphone do I use? It is a... I think Elgato Wave Neo, if we're being real precise. I believe. It's definitely an Elgato product. I believe it's the Elgato Wave Neo, but I looked at a couple and I could be getting confused. Ooh, do I want to hang that? It doesn't actually hang it, because of course I can take here. Feels unnecessarily complicated though. Might just play King D2 honestly for now. It seems like an improvement. The best way... Oh, the best way to still learn chess openings. Excuse me. Are you dizzy blood? No, so yeah, good point, good point. My bad. My bad. I made that a long time ago, dude. I made that a while ago. But to be fair, it is it's probably one of the highest effort videos ever made. Possibly, although I had a very specific vision when I made that video and wanted to bring it to life. Hold on, can I trap this rook? If I go here, I rob you of any of these squares. It kind of feels like I can, but I want this square for the knight. So... okay, I'm going to bring the rook back here with the idea to play g4 to try and rob this square. Like, if you're a little slow here... can you just play king here? Maybe. I need to just convert this game, because currently I'm not doing that, and it's not... yeah, this is not fun. This is not good. I have this, do I? But does that... you go here. Yeah, that's really stupid, I think. It's not that stupid, but it's not a great idea. Jesus, man, can you make a good move, please? I'm getting my own rook trapped here. What am I doing? What the hell am I doing? I'm getting my own... right, hold on. Sorry, I'm not reading chat. I need to convert this game. If I lose this game, this is the freest of wins. It's also my first dabble with the papaticula. Just move. I don't think I'm getting the rook trapped quite yet. Although I'm definitely not happy with my position. I can't believe I've done this. I shouldn't have let the e-pawn hang. I didn't really think about that. I thought they'd for sure just trade the rooks. Or not trade the rooks, sorry, but try and infiltrate here. Bishop e2 maybe just didn't make any sense. I don't know what else I could have done. Probably something, though. I don't know what to do here. I really don't know what to do here. Does this make sense? I feel like I'm getting my rook trapped. I play h4. Please stop giving advice in the chat. No one's... this is not welcome. Chenrun Zhang. Less of that, please. You are, of course, welcome in the chat yourself, but your advice while I'm playing a rated game is not. I'm sorry to be harsh, but I have to lay down the law here. I do not want to be... sorry, just had to spastically itch my nose for a second. Okay, everyone smash a like on the stream, by the way. How many likes we got on this damn stream? 13 with 80 viewers. Chaps and chapettes. I believe we do in fact have some chapettes in the stream. This is frankly unacceptable. If you wouldn't mind, smash a like on the stream. It's probably helpful in some way that I can't really quantify, but... whoa, we got chess.com. How you doing, chess.com? How you doing, chess.com? Okay, hold on. Right, let's just lock in for a sec. Chess.com's watching. Let's try and win. This feels like a decent move for the knight. Am I getting my rook trapped? I think I always have this. If you go here... okay, lock in though, buddy. Dude, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm actually not locked in right now. I'm gonna lose. I just feel so unlocked in. This is exactly the kind of endgame which you just lose because you coast and think you're up a piece. And while that might be the case, they also have a pawn and they have two central connected pawns, one of which is passed. And they've kind of got some healthy looking pieces and a well-positioned rook, and your rook makes no sense. And, you know, this is the kind of endgame which you can easily lose. If here... okay. I don't know if that was a good idea. I've kind of destabilized my knight. Excuse me! This, though, right? Surely that's a bad idea. You've just given up that pawn. Now my rook makes a lot more sense. Maybe even I do something... Okay. And... yeah. Yes! Yes! Bonsoir! should probably take this if I was being very accurate. Nah, simplicity is better. Simplicity is better right now, and I'm sorry about that, but it just is. I have 28 seconds, or rather 29 seconds. That extra second really could matter. Yeah, taking the extra pawn might have been slightly more accurate, slightly more pressing, but the simplicity of now just not worrying about them having a bishop. Check. And they've got to go back. You can get in behind the pawn, you know? These pawns both suck, and the king's now disconnected from everything. I can just start moving. Okay, I don't actually know what I'm doing right now. Excuse me. Do they have this? Possibly, but I have check. Okay, sweet. They might have had that before. Kind of want to anchor this down. Kind of worried about this somehow. I just want to keep my rook on the 6th rank and keep their king out of there. You know? They don't also have the most time. I mean, they have 6 times as much time as me. But they don't have loads. Ooh, you really can't approach it. So if they take... Hold on. Why am I even talking? 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 That's the author of The Hobbit having an existential crisis. Thanks very much. I'm here all week. I think we just lose the pawn, trade the rook. King e5, whatever. Move, dude. What are you doing? That was not very good behavior. That was not very good behavior. I should not have slapped my head so aggressively. That is not something which I wish to encourage. That might have been a blunder. Because this... I'm probably winning, right? Yep. Chess.com. Sort out your website. Why do pre-moves take time? Okay. That's a little unfortunate. That's a little unfortunate. Listen, that was quite embarrassing. That was quite... I saw Aman pre-move that. Dude, there wasn't enough time to pre-move that. Each pre-move takes like 0.1 seconds. I mean, maybe there was. But once I'd promoted, I had 1.5. Okay, so I have 15 moves. I don't think there's a forcible mate that I can pre-move in 15 moves. I just don't think that happens. I tried to be clever. Honestly, if I'd have then done this and then got this, I could have gone bang, 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 bang here. At least I gained rating. I did not gain rating. I lost rating. What are you talking about? I don't know if you... I'm extremely upset about that, actually. Okay, well, that's a draw. What a great draw that was. What a fantastic draw that was. It's time to... Ooh, hello. 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 Excuse me? Are we playing against a Botvinnik Karls and an advanced Caro Khan with this lovely little repertoire bishop here? Ooh. A checkmate on the screen is worth 2 in the chat or something. I don't know. Wait, what? First of all, why is chess.com number 3 in the World Taylor Chess chat right now? Second of all, what the hell are you talking about, chess.com admin? Chess.com admin, are you... Is this T? Is this big T? I don't want to bait you out. I don't want to dox you, but is this in fact big T right now? Is that initial of your name enough to... This is a really nice position, I think. enough to confirm or deny, if you don't mind, your true identity. Are you the one that so graciously gave my girlfriend a month of premium? That was so sick, by the way. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Excuse me. Thank you very much for doing that. Your name starts with a C. Hold on. So we've got... oh, wait. Hold on. As in, you mean chess.com. Is that your name? Or is this a different chess.com admin? Do we have multiple chess.com admins that tune into the Will Taylor Chess stream on a regular basis? Is that what you're telling me here? Or are you telling me that your name is chess.com? Is that what you're telling me? Because that might be what you're... That seems to be what you're telling me here. I don't know. I don't know. Right, we got some great bishops mobilized towards this king. Your bishop kind of sucks. He's coming back on the 5th. Jesus Christ, that guy does not know how to take an actual break. I respect it. I respect the hustle. But goddamn, he went from never coming back to like in a few months to the flipping 5th of October. What are you talking about? Is that real? I mean, I'm very glad. I'm very glad, but also... goodness gracious me, you know? Goodness gracious me. I think I'm just going to generally pivot the knight over towards the king side. My bishops look good. And, did I ever have a chess teacher? No. Not, you know, apart from my father who taught me how to make, you know, how to move the pieces and vaguely a bit of strategy, I guess. Not really, though. I think he's about probably 1400 rapid strength. But he got that, I think... he got a bit better after. I mean, he taught me initially how to play the game. I gotta show love and respect. I gotta pay homage to my OG chess teacher, who is in fact my father. However, apart from that, it's just been straight like YouTube videos and playing a lot of chess. Just YouTube, man. You can actually get pretty damn good at chess just on YouTube. It's awesome. We live in an amazing time where you can just access like excellent stuff so easily. Okay, I see that. But also, I feel like that was so stupid, because do I not have this? Now, I don't know how potent this is. My opponents definitely missed the fact that if they take here, I can just take on h7. Clearly, I now take on h7. King here's forced. I have check. I have a draw. I obviously don't want to draw. I would love nothing more than a Damiano-esque mate here. A king d2 to play this king here, check king here, check queen here, check king here, mate. You know. I mean, I'd enjoy that. I can't lie. That would be awesome. I don't actually know if I have a great discovery other than... I mean, maybe queen d3 is interesting, actually. Because then I might be threatening this. So queen d3, what do you do? I feel like if I go here, you just do this, and then I genuinely don't know what my follow-up is. Whereas if I go queen d3, and you move this bishop, this rook, this bishop. I guess you have a check, but you just hang the piece. Like, whatever you do there, unless you move, I believe, this pawn. I think you have to play g6. Otherwise, I'm going check, and I believe mate. Unless maybe you can run away, but like you're giving up pieces there, probably. Unless you're not. Hold on, what am I talking about? Queen d3, here, check here, check here, check, king e7. I see. Maybe knight. What am I doing? Genuinely, king d2 is pretty... Imagine if king d2 is the best move here. Oh my god, imagine if king d2 is the best move. Because there's no... This is a dangerous path I'm about to go down, because I'm about to start convincing myself that king d2 is the best move, and then I'm inevitably going to play it, and then I'm going to spoil what could have been the easiest win of all time. Or I'm a genius. This Damiano idea of bishop g6, force the king across, sacrifice the rook, and then after the king recaptures, we get the queen coming in with check, and then the king goes back across, to then bring the queen in with mate. This is like a Damiano-esque idea. Normally it's like a pawn on g6, I think, but whatever. The bishop serves that same purpose. Of course, right now, if I do this, and check, I then have no way to access the h-file with the queen. Like, my pieces are in the way, my king's in the way. If I bring the queen up, I still need to, like, move a knight to get across here. The most efficient way... we're just going to say that line again, just in case this is a YouTube video. The most efficient way to get my queen to see the h-file is genuinely, I believe, king d2. You don't have queen g5 check. You don't have a check out this way. You don't have a check with the knight. If you play check with the bishop, I just take it, and there's the same problem. I think king d2 is a disgracefully aggressive move, and it's an outrageous move. And if this is the best move, it's one of the nastiest moves I've ever played. It's one of the nastiest moves I've ever played. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be so honest right now. Of course... Right, I guess they wanted the room on g7, but not hanging g6. That makes some sense, but... What? Okay, cool. I guess I don't have my Damiano here. Here, though, king g7, I can go in with the rook and play check. I just feel like my queen can get to the h-file now. I feel like I should give this. Right. Let's just bring that all the way back. The bishop's slicing, the rook's also slicing. I have check. Ooh, am I worried about the king running in this way? Because if here and here, then I just go queen h1. And everything's awesome. As the Lego movie would have us believe. I don't know why I had such a skeptical take there. That was... Excuse me. If here king f6, I am a little concerned that the king gets to run. And I just don't know if I can do much about it. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Imagine if I go here. Queen takes f4 to then play g5. No, you just take my pawn. What am I talking about? Okay. What if I attack the bishop? You play this? What if I attack the bishop this way? Because you can't go here nor here. Nor stay here, nor go here, nor go here, nor go here. So, if you go to f6, then you take that square from the king. So maybe bang. You want to go this way? At that point, I could envisage a universe in which I take that bishop. Oh, I'm going to be... Oh, there's no way there's a check along here, is there? Right, you know what? We're starting with this. They might go back to f6, in which case I think this rook here and then the queen comes into h1, and you should be in some amount of trouble there, you'd imagine. I mean, again, as long as we don't hang a rook here, we're actually just up a clean pawn right now, and there's no sunk cost, you know? It's not like we've lost a rook and we now have to mate lest we're completely losing. Excuse me. So bishop f6, I'm happy because then that stops you from fleeing this way. Your rook currently is in your way from sort of getting out of this absolute hellhole that is the king side for you currently. If I win this game, by the way, I want at least £3,000 worth of super chats in the chat immediately. So, okay. This feels good. If you go bishop e5, my idea maybe was to just get rid of that because actually these dark squares are very weak and then play queen a1. We might be playing the most ridiculous sequence of moves. Because my idea is now that if you play f6 or queen f6 or put anything on f6, I still have this. And then you gotta lock yourself back in there and we don't let you run this way. I mean, the past, like, few moves I've played. King d2. And then rook a2. And then queen a1. Like, I look like I'm just randomly moving pieces. This makes... You know? This looks like what Martin does. Oh, do I also have this? Yes, 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 yes. Also, this comes with major initiative here. Major initiative indeed. So maybe this idea to stop, but then if I go here again too quickly, you play king f6. You know, let's say I'd done that before playing this queen move. Here, king f6, whatever, I give the check. They just get to e7 and then I lose them. I let them slip away and they can just flee over this way. Now, I'm sure, again, they wouldn't have been that safe on the queen side. You know, I've got pawns coming through here. Maybe c4 at the appropriate moment, but my king's not wildly safe. They do go for this. I'm going to go check. They can't run this way. You're going straight back. Hell yeah. Thank you, Mohammed. Thanks very much for the $2, mate. I appreciate that. As a philosopher, take on determinism. Honestly, remind me to answer that question once I've finished this. Once I finish this game, please. I want to. Okay, I need to focus. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. What the hell am I doing now? Good question. Bring the queen across. Feels like a vaguely a good idea. Like I want to do knight here and this, but at the same time I just hang this with check, and that makes no sense. Queen here. There's no imminent threat. Is the annoying thing. And can you just take this and then win my rook? Maybe. I might have absolutely nothing here. That might be the cold, hard truth of it all. Which is just that I have absolutely nothing. Because I need my queen to be pinning this so that you can't just take here. Excuse me, sorry. Right. F3. How slow and stupid is this? Maybe very? Let's see what happens. I don't want to hang this. I like the idea of pivoting in here. I think that right now, your knight's pinned to your queen, and so if you do something like this, I can slide across, and now we don't have any, you know, we can start bringing the knight in, etc. Like, my only problem is if they can remove this and just win a rook for free, that's clearly going to be an issue. So, weirdly enough, f3, they do want to trade the queens, but now they don't have that knight in there threatening to take this, so my rook's nice and stable again. This presence becomes far more exciting. You still can't move your bishop now, or rather, you now can't move your bishop. I clearly don't want to trade queens, though, so get that queen on the h-file. This starts to look good. This starts to look really good. No? You gonna bring your knight back in? Maybe. I could see it, but now this is over-defended. I mean, if I could sort of just, you know, if rooks could jump. If rooks could jump, that might have to be the title of my autobiography. Then obviously I'd slap that on h2, get Alekhine's gun and be very happy. The knight just comes back in. So some slow moves from my opponent. I want to do this, honestly. Here and here. I'm feeling like it's kind of falling away from me here, honestly. Am I so stupid it hurts? The answer to that question might be yes. Maybe not. Maybe not, because maybe if you go and take this, you get mated actually, and I'm a genius, and I actually saw that and didn't even think about this. Maybe that's... I might be threatening this because you don't have the check here, you don't have the check here, you don't have a check here. Weirdly, I'm somehow holding all the checks if I play knight here. And again, I'm still up a pawn, and you're still in some trouble, and the pawns are still keeping the bishop out. I'm sure I'm sure what I've done here has to have been slightly dubious, but if I get this, like, what, and you put the queen here, and then I go rook here, at least, takes, queen h5, f6, that could be kind of annoying. I don't know. What the hell is that? Do I not have this? You got no checks? Are you trying to flee? Perhaps, but you're not going here, nor here, nor here, nor here. And my knight is in, and I at least have this. Hold on. I also have this. And then a discovered check, but you just come back here. Right, I need to move. Yeah, okay, unfortunately I'm going to go for this. I don't think it's the best idea, really, but... And queen here, tickle this, if f6. I want to bring my rook in, but is rook here going to be a problem? Does that trap my queen? God's sake, why the hell does that trap my queen? Queen here. That's actually a really sneaky move. It's a sneaky bit of board geometry there. Maybe you push a pawn and you get... Actually, no, because you can always go rook here. Okay, well, I'm surely better, but I have 33 seconds. What a story of my life, eh? Not my life, but my chess career. I have nothing but time in my life, of course. I'm grateful for my youth and exuberance. Sometimes I use words and regret it. Right, this is good. And you'd imagine that this is good. And then this is probably a good idea. Actually can't infiltrate. I think I should start pushing these pawns, actually. If here and takes... Whatever. What are you going to do? Take? I just don't think I have enough to, like, force mate. I think they can turtle up and be okay. And that's really, really annoying. That's really wildly, painfully annoying. Hit the earth like an asteroid did. Nothing but shoot for the moon since. Pew. Let's just see if we can win it. Let's just see if we can win it. If takes, what do I take with? The queen or the rook? I'll go here. Probably want to take this, otherwise I hit you with this, maybe? If they take... Hello? Don't really think I have anything there, unfortunately. Whoa. Whoa. Well, that took a slightly unexpected turn. That took a slightly unexpected turn. I literally hate this game. What is wrong with me? I think we do that in time. I'm pretty sure we do that in time. My take on determinism, Mohammed, is that I was always destined to win this game. I was always destined to win this game. Nothing my opponent could have done would have prevented that outcome. Truly, determinism is... Well, I don't know about that, but determinism in the heart of me and winning games of chess, it's the most certain thing. It's the most certain thing you could possibly ask for. You could possibly even consider. Thank you very much for the $2. I appreciate you supporting the stream. People like you make this feasible for me to do a lot. Thank you very much. Right. Chess.com, not even close. Thank you very much, Chess.com. And let's get the game review up. I was winning the whole time, 2350. I don't like to really pay much attention to the performance rating. Not that it's not a great feature, chess.com. Not that it's not an amazing feature that I think is excellent and, you know, always accurate. Okay, takes a3 is this very nice approach, a3, b4. And, yeah, bishop b2, knight f3, bishop here, could go for the c4 break. I just get this nice position. Now, obviously, they then make this mistake. They kind of hand me an advantage. I go for bishop h7. Right. You'd assume. The beautiful thing about this is you take my rook and I go, yeah, mate in 5, right? I go check, here, check, here, check, here, check, here, mate. This was what I saw. This was the idea behind king d2. It's weirdly fun and tactical. I mean, this is an inaccuracy that I wear, no doubt, as a badge of honor, 100%. I like that we're developing a little inside references here on the Will Taylor Chess channel. I say developing, this has been the case for ages, but it makes me very happy to see two people immediately in the chat be like, badge of honor. Hell yeah, absolutely, damn right. Badge of honor indeed. King d2, very cool. Bishop here, then I went for rook a2, very reasonable. I should have gone for this check. I thought after king f6. What's the follow-up move? Queen b1. What? Yeah, I mean, sure. I don't know if I'm really seeing that. I just didn't want to let them run. I mean, they still would not have been safe over here, and actually, I'm very happy to give up this rook. Like, queen b1's a way to compel them to do that, I guess, because if queen b1 and you go bishop back here, then I take, knight takes, maybe queen b2. Yeah, so my idea, honestly, a little later on, which was... the rook a2, taking this. Queen a1, actually excellent, and I'm really happy with how I played this. All of these moves were good. I'm happy with all of them. Then rook here, then F3 a bit dodgy. I should have just gone rook h5 because then I'm no longer worried about this being a problem. If they... Oh no, sorry. If they take here, then I take the queen here and what? Almost certainly take on g5 and then just mate them here. Yep, my bad. Sorry. But f3, the idea to then sort of allow the knight to pivot in, pretty interesting. Queen h1, best move. Knight comes in, inaccurate, but that's another badge of honor, inaccuracy. What's the best move? Again, like rook h6, probably should have seen that. Maybe you come back, I don't really know. Queen h5, yeah, sure. But I'm liking this knight move. I'm also liking knight h5 then best. Go for this. Thanks very much. And in this position, I believe, yeah, we're obviously doing better. I didn't convert it badly. Queen h2, best move. Rook a1, best move. Check, sure. Best move, rook here. I think my instincts there were actually fantastic. I'm pretty sure they were fantastic. Here. This was obviously a major mistake because of this. But if they'd taken this, I was thinking maybe... Okay, so I'm actually nasty. Mohammed, again with the $2. Thank you so much, mate. How long have you been training? Opinions on CGI 2. CGI 2, I feel as though the rules were the rules. Kind of tough. But I agree with the result. I agree with the result. And that might be controversial. I also... Taylor Pearman is a fan of the channel. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. He was obviously... got the heel hook against Giancarlo Bodoni, excuse me, which was obviously a bit controversial because it wasn't 100% clearly a tap, but I think it was a tap. Let's be real. It was like, why are you doing this anyway? But I've only been training for like nearly 3 months now, mate. I've been training like 5 times a week. I am massively addicted to it. I might train 6 times this week. Yeah, exactly. But like Taylor Pearman DM'd me a few days before. Not to be name dropping right now. And also, I mean, if you're not into jiu-jitsu, I guess this is not much of a name drop. But he's awesome. He's really awesome. Literally competing at CGI. What the hell? Crazy that he DM'd me. And then I was just watching him. I was like, dude, this guy was... He literally was like, yo, when's the Blummenfeld Bible coming out? I was like, what the... This guy at the top of the jiu-jitsu no-gi, like, world scene, competing in the most famous event. What the hell? You know what I mean? And he just knows that I'm coming up with something with the Blummenfeld Bible. It was really cool. I was a bit starstruck. Even though I'm still new to the sport. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, we go for the check, we pick up the rook, we pick up the bishop, and go check, and then check, and then check, and then check, and then here, and then check, and then... Obviously, I have mate here. I really, really need to get into the habit of, like, going for that mate. I do this, mop up the pawns along the 7th, and then just promote the pawn. It's way easier. Instead, I hung my queen. No idea who that... Yeah, it's just... He's one of the, like, top guys in no-gi jiu-jitsu from the UK. And it's just crazy because he just DM'd. He was like, yo, where's the Blundered? I'm like, what? Anyway, sorry, that's just... I only bring this up and talk about it because, of course, Mohammed... obviously mentioned CGI too. Anyway, yeah, obviously that was really stupid. But then somehow we clutched these. We actually... I mean, that was actually some good pre-moving with 3 seconds here. That was good. I'm happy. I'm happy. You had a better option. Oh, is that what the geezer said? And by geezer I mean chess.com. You had a better option, but this is not bad. Yeah, I mean, all right. Okay. Let's switch off that game review thing. Sorry, I need to now not... I wonder how many viewers I've tanked there. Love the glasses. Zenkira in the chat. How are you doing, mate? What the hell is this? I need to not shout. My girlfriend is asleep. I sincerely hope I did not disturb her. Yeah, it isn't surprising. There's a lot of crossover. I'm finding myself absolutely enamored with it, to be completely honest. I've also got a really cool coach, and I'm learning I'm at a 10th planet gym. So it's all just like freaky jiu-jitsu, you know what I mean? Okay, I think I'm gonna go for e5. Probably d5, claim the center, you know? Maybe I should have gone for... I'm just thinking if they transpose in some kind of reverse Sicilian, maybe... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, man, long time no see. I hope you're doing well, mate. I hope you're doing well indeed. Right. Excuse me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to build up here. Clearly, this is what my opponent's expecting. So what I now need to do is try to deviate at some point pretty damn soon. This is, again, not deviating at all. This is exactly what they're expecting. I'm walking into their prep. Bishop e6. I don't know. Knight h3. Fantastic. I hate this game. Do you know what they can't expect? g5, hanging a pawn. Right, hold on. I need to sort this out. Not currently happy with what I'm doing. You know what? Knight c6, actually, you come in here. I don't really care if you take this. I think that's what I'm deciding. I think I'm deciding that I'm just going to play bishop d6, hanging my pawn. Oh my god, focus. Right. Okay, that probably didn't hang the pawn. There was probably some like bishop g3 compensation. But getting this little pawn structure, this seems like something that they go after all the time, actually. I thought it wasn't that bad. I thought we get the open f file. I thought we stabilize this, and so it becomes, you know, much less of a target. And we can maybe go queen e7. I didn't really think about the idea of bishop h3, to be completely honest. But queen e7 seems like a good idea. We defend this, you know. We don't walk into a pin. Catch 22, fantastic job. I don't really know what that means, but fantastic job, good stuff. Oh wait, which league are you in? Sorry, excuse me. Good question, early game time. No idea. h5. Here we go. Here we go. I'm a castle queenside, baby. If I need to castle, which I probably should. Your bishop's in the way of you playing h4. I was in my first year of uni, I was in some kind of like Sheffield District League, Bristol Chess League, go on, catch 22. Hell yeah, man. Do you have an official ECF rating now? And if so, are you pleased with it? Right, you're pushing a lot of pawns here. Can I take this? I think the answer is yes. Obviously, if you take, I win your queen, but if here, and you just take like this. Yeah, I don't know. Nice, catch 22. Good stuff. I think I'm going to take just because then they can't take and I keep this. Actually, undouble my pawns. Maybe I win this. This is an opportunity to win this. I also have h4. But winning this does seem like a good opportunity that I should probably not just ignore. That is free. But also I should probably castle. But also I like h4. I'm going to start with h4. I think that I'm right now, like, maybe you need to play g4 here, or maybe you need to do something or other to mean that this getting torn open isn't so disastrous. Because right now I am just trying to win this pawn in that way. Why, Delilah? Why, Delilah? I really suck at chess, actually, sometimes. Obviously. Right, we're taking here. I'm probably going to sack my queen. Not because I, you know, decided to, but because I probably have to. If this, I maybe go here. I don't know. I feel like you should be getting mate, or at least take here first, and then I could have taken on d4. I never castled, which is clearly a mistake of my opening. If I take this, obviously the rook goes here. Now the question is, do I have knight e5? I might have knight e5. Let's take this. I don't want to let this happen. Right now, I've got a knight for a pawn. And knight e5, if you play rook takes, I just take. So knight e5, presumably you've got to play pawn takes. I mean, again, you don't actually have to take anything. There's crazy pressure down here, and I need to get, like, off of this file with my king, off of this file with my queen. But the thing is, I've got interesting ways to do that with tempo, potentially. And fundamentally, you know, you take here, this check looks interesting. And you also close down the e-file. So I think giving back the knight and saying, you know what, I'm fine being down a pawn here. This is probably a good shout. You'd imagine. I don't know. They could keep mounting pressure. I just feel like queen h3 is coming. And then like queen h1, queen g3, and queen h2 are all threats. There just seems to be kind of a load of pressure here, everywhere. I don't know. But we're at 2171. We genuinely could hit 2200 this evening. I'm probably not going to push it for a real long stream because I've got a call in the morning. I've got a client call in the morning. I'm trying to do like 3 of these a day to keep my, you know, income from this whole general chess venture above that of the outgoings of my rent. And it was just a convoluted way of phrasing that, of course. But, I thought maybe this. I think I'm going to do it. Why would I not do it? I get my queen off the file. You take with the pawn, I still have this. You take with the bishop, you're threatening a discovery, sure. Worst case scenario here, I feel as though you're just winning back a knight, which you lost in the first place. You are going to be up a pawn. My king is going to be weak, unless I can castle, in which case maybe I somehow render your king weaker than mine. This scares me, because if I castle, like... Maybe it doesn't scare me. Maybe I don't care about this, actually. Maybe here and I'm just happy and I castle. It's not actually obvious if either of these moves are good. Taking on g3 would be good, I'm pretty sure. Or getting Will Taylor Street Chess. We maybe would get Will Taylor Street Chess, I don't know. It's plausible. It's feasible. I don't know if you need some kind of permit to do it in a... You know, a decent location. But... if that's something that people would like to see, you know what, let's whack a little poll up. Actually, let's not. Let's just rely on people generally piping up. Do you guys, would you guys want to see some, like, set up a board, IRL camera type chess? Is this something you'd be interested in? I want to castle. If I do this, you go check. I think I just want to castle queenside. I get my king out of the e-file. If you decide to take here or something like that, I think it would be wildly stupid. I'd take on g3, of course. Now I'm threatening to just take, and then pick this up, and then actually win a rook there. g3 soft. h2, h1, these are all soft. I don't know if my opponent was expecting me to go like this. I think they were probably worried about these. I think you may be using an engine, and that's why you play online. I mean, yeah, true. Actually true. Yeah, I actually have Stockfish embedded in my... brain. I've got a Neuralink thing. Elon Musk. And that's what I've been doing. I've been connecting my whatever appropriate area of the brain. I'm just gonna stab at prefrontal cortex. It's probably not. It's just what people say to pick an arbitrary area of the brain. I actually did a module on the science of consciousness in university. I should know slightly more about the brain. The brain stem. There's the hypothalamus, I guess, is another part. I'm just listing parts of the brain. I can go check. King e3. Really? You don't want to play king e3, do you? If I go check king e3, takes, and d4 just should win. So here and then king f1. I'm going to start with this. Before you can sort of run away and get yourself in a nice place. This just loses. Hello. What are you doing? What are you doing? I should have looked for better though. I should have looked for better, but at the same time, if you do this, I'm taking this and winning your queen. And if you can't go back, excuse me, you can't go back to the second rank, you can't go here. If you come out here, yeah, okay, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Right. Of course I have this. I should likely... Ooh, do I have queen h7? You can't block it, you can't go here, near here, or here. Queen h7 forcing king f4. To then play... peut-être. Rook f8. King here or here, and then we go mate, do we? Ooh, maybe some accurate play. When you have a good move, when you have a free knight with a discovery on a queen, look for better. Look for better. These diagonal checks to stop the king from running back. I mean, they're nasty indeed, and I think wherever you go, just queen f5 is going to be a serious problem. I do believe. Wow. Nice. Very nice. Actually, just a completely forcing... Ooh, nice little brilliant move as well. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I... Wait, what? No brilliant move? Okay, I thought it said brilliant move. Did it not just say brilliant move? It says one brilliant. What's going on there? May change during game review. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Apparently no brilliant moves. Unfortunate. They went for this, and I should have taken him. Which I briefly considered, but I hated this idea, because if I take this, there's this. But obviously... Oh, I have like a Damiano again. So you've got to go king g2. Damn it. Yeah, I didn't think about that at all. That would have been the same kind of Damiano-esque idea. I just thought here, knight e5. Ooh. Castle's great, though. I'm happy with that. And then check. This makes no sense. Takes. You should sack your queen here, because otherwise it's a very slick little m3. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that game. My opponent played an opening where I honestly played like a buffoon. Let me just work out what I'm supposed to do against this. Take. Yeah, I don't want to play like this. I need to look at the Legions database. I'll do that in my own time. Let's just keep it moving. Workout routine. At the moment, I am just training straight jiu-jitsu, bro. I'll be completely honest. I have not lifted a weight in a while. I'm assuming... Damn, I hope I can bench 100 kg still. It would be upsetting if I could not. Right. You know what? We're going again. We're going again with this, this shenanigans here, which I personally sourced from a reference via a coaching client of mine from the mighty Chess Centurion. Shout out Chess Centurion on YouTube. He's got a good channel. Check it out. Although I think he plays the Caro-Kann, so actually maybe don't check it out. And if you subscribe to him, unsubscribe. He plays the Caro-Kann. But jokes aside, check him out. Good guy. But apparently Gotham Chess. Apparently Gotham Chess suggests this. Interesting. I don't actually have any idea how to play it, so I don't really know what I'm doing here. You know, should I play e5? I feel like e5 in response to knight f6 makes more sense. Can I be honest? I don't even remember like anything about this opening now that I'm looking at it. If they take, what the hell am I actually supposed to play? Is it knight c3? Oh yeah, because then it's either this or this. And then, okay, cool. I do not listen to fake Mink. I'm sorry to break that news to you. Do you know what? Check. Literally no idea why I've done that. Try and do some S&C. The thing is, I did a lot of S&C before it, and so I need to pick it back up a little bit, but do you know what I mean? I'm still jacked as hell. Still strong as hell. But no, I need to get back into it a little more. But I'm just loving the grappling at the moment, honestly. I'm finding it hard to find motivation to go and just lift weights. It's so unstimulating. God damn. I'm just a bit over it. I'm sure I'll get a burning desire to do it again, but I don't like... I'm a firm believer in doing what you enjoy for exercise. There's just not... Like, what are you doing if you're not doing what you enjoy? If you're just forcing yourself to do something you are not having a good time doing. Like, as long as you're moving and you're getting out of breath and you're probably doing something that vaguely taxes your strength, I guess. Bell color, dude, I've been training like 3 months. I suck, but also probably I suck less than you'd imagine for 3 months because I have been going like 5-6 times a week. But I do still suck. Right. What the hell am I doing? I'm not remotely paying any attention to this game. I'm sorry. Let's just put the knight here because I have no idea what to do. Maybe I'm now going to be forced to give up the bishop pair. Yeah, I've completely lost focus. What I might do is after this game, play a few members of chat and then call it a night. What do you think is the best way to just be regular in general? I can't even fathom that question. Right. No, I'm fully aware of this. I'm fully aware of the perks of resistance training. I did it for like 3 years straight quite intensely, but I just haven't done it for like the past couple of months because I've been falling in love with jiu-jitsu. I am going to pick it back up more. I don't need the hard sell. I mean, check out the we've got, if you scroll to the bottom of my channel here, we've got Will Taylor chess right here. You know, I'm not really, this channel, I don't know what's going to happen with it. It was just kind of a fun project while I'm at uni. We'll see. If this, I've obviously just blundered a pawn being thoughtless. However, I'm going to take this, and you can take this, and I'm going to play a4. I don't really know what I'm doing, but, you know, it's not the worst position I've ever been in, probably. Probably going to play for d4. I might have just got my bishop trapped on the other side of this. I mean, what I'm doing isn't completely moronic, right, guys? I have not played this opening before, and I don't know why I was sort of trying to play it without even concentrating. That's clearly not a good combination. How's my pronunciation of Arabic words so on point? It's not even boring necessarily, Dylan. I found it very exciting for a while. For like years. I loved it. I was all I did. I stopped playing rugby because I just didn't really like the culture of university rugby, but I'll say the Chags. Nice, okay. Yeah, I just grew up in a like my school was majority Muslim, so you know you pick up a few bits of Arabic, having mates who are Muslim, you know. Let's just develop. I don't, you know, this is probably fine. This is probably fine. Do you find it boring now? Not necessarily. I mean, I find aspects of it boring. I'm just not enjoying. Good point, mate. Sorry, I don't know why I just. Yeah, I did actually say not stimulating. That's my bad. I'm sure I wouldn't if I was doing it. I'm just not doing it, and the motivation to do it is because it would take away from the time that I could put into jiu-jitsu at the moment, which I'm just really enjoying. Just rolling every day. You know what I mean? I will do it. I will get back into it. I think I'm just going to do like a nice sort of power-oriented upper-lower day each week, something like that, and then still try and hit at least. I just don't want to take away from the time I can train jiu-jitsu. I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. And again, when you got a passion, it's a gift to be genuinely passionate and excited about something, whatever it is. It's that honeymoon BJJ phase. I don't know. Maybe that's gonna dissipate. But I've kind of enjoyed chess for a long time, and it feels quite similar. And I've got a really awesome gym in terms of the people there, in terms of the coach. He's awesome. I've stumbled across exactly what I was looking for through complete accident of like where my girlfriend happened to find the house that we were going to move to. And it's awesome. It's what it's everything I could ever have dreamed of. I'm doing the hard sell here. Esports theme presets. What the hell is that? Is that in the game settings? What are you talking about? I'm not remotely interested in this game right now. You're to the point of squatting 270 kg. Dylan? What the hell? What are you talking about? Do you have... Dude, you can't say something like that and expect me to not pull up your channel and see if there's some kind of image of your quads. Dylan, why is there no image of your quads? You just got coffee videos from 4 years ago. Well, what a shame. What a shame, what a shame. 270 kg. God damn. How tall are you, if you don't mind me asking? That is impressive regardless of any kind of physical metrics, whatever, but I'm just interested. Because if you're like 6'3", that's... that becomes a whole nother level of... unbelievably impressive, but I still, regardless, that's unbelievable. 270, Jesus, man. At what point? Why? At what point is it not enough? You hit 200 kilograms on your back, so you are 6'1", and you squatted 270 kg. Are we talking to like knee crease, whatever powerlifting standards? 270. We've got more. Will Leighton as well. Will Leighton Watts, excuse me, let me not single barrel your double barreled surname. Have I lost a bishop? No. 220 kg at 6'3". Why can everyone in the Will Taylor Chess chat squat north of 200 kg? I just made sure that I could like do 100 for a few reps to like not feel like a complete fill in the blank. And then was like, yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Call it there. That's all right. Wow. We got like just beefcakes in the chat. 270 kg is so obscene. Wow, wow, wow. Dylan, do you have a video of this? I just genuinely want to see it. I mean, I believe you. I'm not in, you know, video proof. That's not what I'm asking for, but biomechanics. But yeah, fair enough, mate. I play rugby for the Blue Bulls under 21 team, so it's my job. Dude! KWV, Brandy, have you got any rugby highlights here? What the hell? We just got real men in the wheelchair chess chat. You know? We got real beefcakes in the wheelchair chess chat. We got pro rugby players. What the hell? Dude. In South Africa. No way. That's crazy, bro. Whoa. 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 In Pretoria. Okay, hold on. Let me focus on the game and stop doing a slightly racist South African accent. Let's take here. $425. Yeah, I assumed you were talking in pounds and you didn't do 400 plus kg for a set of 9. That one, funnily enough, didn't need clarifying. Jesus Christ. Hell yeah. Anything. I mean, listen. What? Dude, you gotta find this video. Dylan, find this video, slap it on YouTube, and I'll... That's what I want. If you can do this, obviously don't do it if you can't be asked. But slap this video on YouTube. Dave with 200... Why the hell? Why have we just got the biggest quads? Unless I'm an idiot, unless like my standards are completely off. North of 200 kg, and like that far north of 200 kg, is ridiculous and extremely impressive, whatever standards. Like, even if you're a powerlifter, I guess it's probably, I don't know. Your uncle got kidnapped in Pretoria. Okay. Not the, like, sort of glowing review of the place that you might hope for, but we've so far got 4 people. How many people out of... We must have like 80 odd. Right, 80 odd. So currently we've got... What is that, 5%? We've got 5% of the current chat that's able to squat 200 kg plus. And for some reason, they're all 6 foot as well. What's going on there? 200 kg squat is the baseline. To be fair, when I mentioned like powerlifting, I hesitated because I did realize, actually, no, it's a good point. You know, the numbers get kind of crazy. I like this. I think this check and then taking here makes a lot of sense. Today, who believes the internet? Nah, I believe these guys. I believe these guys. There's no real reason to lie, I don't think, in this context. Like, why are you going to start? Why are you just going to come in and lie? I don't think that's what's happening here. I believe it. You know, there's 2 things that are happening. Either the World Taylor Chess community is a bunch of lying scumbags, or they're all beefcake powerlifters. And genuinely, what's more likely? You tell me. It's definitely the latter. Above 1,800, really? True. Yeah, but that's if you're all powerlifters. I'm assuming you're not all just powerlifters, although I guess actually with those numbers probably you are. Because I wasn't like a powerlifter, but I wanted to get a high bench, so I got up to like 120 at some point, which for me was like real high. I was only like 75 kg or something. People in my gym that bench press while I squat. Yeah, you see, when you get into the world of powerlifting, it's just obscene. It's just stupidly obscene and ridiculous. It's like, what on earth? Once you can move that much weight, you can lift anything. You know, your mom needs help moving a sofa. You can just put it on your back and do reps with it. What's going on there? You know? I don't know what to do here, sorry. I'm hesitating because I'm just not quite sure. Kind of want to keep the queen on the board. But if I go like... I go here... Excuse me. Right. Let's keep the queen on the board. I'm clearly losing this pawn, but I don't think I could have really done anything about that, because if here... Yeah, I don't know, okay. I assumed you did know something about powerlifting, and that's why you picked that number. Oh my lord. Excuse me. I don't know if like, yeah, probably like 2K at least, right? You'd assume. You'd have to assume it's at least 2K for that analogy to hold true. Oh my god, dudes, come on. That's lame as hell. Yeah, true. That's a good point. I get that. Not even with my puny numbers that I was putting up, it's still like, why is half of my 1 rep max still? Why doesn't that just feel like complete air? Yeah. You compete in Olympic weightlifting. Okay, so we do have actual just GOAT powerlifters in the chat. This is so sick. Hell yeah, guys. The wheelchair chess community is just full of beefcakes. And this is like, I've known this. I've been knowing this. I don't know why I'm acting surprised. It's just full of straight beefcakes. Sorry, my nose is obscenely itchy. And I don't know why. It's not even summer anymore. I don't have hay fever. You wrestled Khabib last week and beat him. Okay. This is where now I cease to believe what you guys are telling me. It's perfectly feasible that I could have a bunch of powerlifters in the chat right now. It is perfectly feasible. You wrestling Khabib... Is it Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov? There we go. I'm literally Dagestani. Harder to believe. Harder to believe. I want to win this game. I think I've only just realised that. I've only just realised that winning this game would be an enjoyable experience, and I need to start acting like it. Let's bring the knight in. Maybe the rook comes in here. I kind of want my bishop back on here. I could do this and the your knight, I guess. It's a good point. It's a good point, Dylan, but at the same time, I don't think the powerlifting community really... I don't think my Will Taylor chest, 5 videos with a combined total of about 4,000 views have much of an influence on the general people that attend a Will Taylor chess live stream. But I take your point. I take your point. I got really into doing pull-ups. I want to just be cracked at pull-ups. Hold on. But not in like a calisthenics-y way, just really good, like... I guess it is calisthenics. I want this, and if I go here to come here, then maybe you do knight here, and it's not as obvious. Okay, so we've got people that live in Dagestan right now. Okay, we got the chat is a crazy collection of people. You've got to take, of course. Now I can do this, and then oh God, come on. Ah, am I getting mated there? Whatever. Okay, right, it's going to be a bit of a flag fest. I am down a pawn, but it shouldn't be that bad here. Oh, go on, hang your knight. Hang your knight. I think I can blockade this, bring this in, maybe. Maybe I should go here, maybe. You know what? I'm sorry, but I'm down a pawn and down on time. Let's get the opposite colour bishop's endgame and just hold this. I've not been remotely interested in this game the whole time I've been playing it. It's unfortunate, but true. Just driving back. Keep that locked on there. Looks pretty nice. This might be... Okay, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. What an idiot, man. You know? Sometimes I really do question my intelligence. Let's just stay with this pawn, I guess. Yeah, I mean, having the ability to just sort of pick up the opposite colour bishop's endgame and draw it is probably... Again! The same mistake! Sorry. That's the stupidest thing I've ever done. That is, I've been on this planet for like 21 years now, nearly 22. That is the single stupidest thing I've ever done in my life. Genuinely, I don't think I'm... What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? Just a little redemption. Just a little redemption. What do you think of that? You can't take this knight. This is an excellent move. What do you think about that? Let's just quickly take this to 2K, and then you know what? I'm going to make the responsible decision to call this stream slightly earlier than I normally would. Get to sleep. Wake up fresh and early. That's not prep at all. No, I just found it. Oh, wow. Try and move a pinned knight. I've got some serious talent. You're playing the cheaters. Hell yeah, KW. That's so cool. Nice, dude. I'm excited. What am I doing? This is so lame. I was thinking if takes and you're just gonna castle, obviously, okay. Hear me out. Queen here with this. That's unbelievably intriguing. I can't say I really understand why that just happened. I mean, I really can't. There's no part of me that can explain that whatsoever. Why am I hanging that? God, I genuinely suck at this game. I just got so thrown by my opponent's complete nonsense. And then looked at my time and realized I did not have much time left. And now they're going to move the rook and unfortunately win my queen, or I'm just going to flag. Yep. You know what? You know what? I'm not going to tilt tonight. It's not happening. It's not happening. Instead, I'm going to play one viewer and precisely one viewer, and we're going to end the stream on that note. Someone send me a challenge. I'm going to accept the first, or maybe a random one if the first one's not. If several come at the same time. Someone, please, I implore you, send me a challenge. Sorry, guys, I don't accept friend requests on chess.com unless I am either coaching you or know you personally. My bad. Actually, not my bad. I know I'm apologizing for that. I mean, we gained 3 elo. That's a big stream. 2168. We're good. We're good. We can chill here. The first challenge that comes through, I will accept. That's not a promise because it might be a stupid challenge. It'd be quite awkward if no one sent a challenge. Someone please send a challenge. No, I'm sure. Guys, we'll say the chest fell off. Okay, okay, hell yeah. Right, nice. Nice. Okay, this is rated. This is rated. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine. Right, this is the game we're going to end the stream on. There is no resigning, Alricape. No resigning at all. You are not allowed to resign this game. If you resign, you get immediately banned. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that, Alricape? Hold on, I need to know, is this Blitz rating a... Yeah, okay, so they're a stronger player than the Blitz rating would suggest. But it's not like a... You know, a 1500 or anything. This is actually just losing, I think, for black. I think Queen e5 is an easy mistake to make. You better not resign, though. You'd better not resign. Because we're going to end on a note that I'm sure you can... I'm sure you might already be familiar with. The note that we intend to end on here. C4 might be a move here. Doesn't seem ridiculous. I can just go here, maybe? And then here? Am I being stupid? It's just bishop d2, though. Okay. So, we're going to go for this. Are they going to play knight b4? I might actually just play king d2. Or they go knight here. Oh, I suck at chess. God damn it, man. I wish I didn't suck so much at chess. Okay, good stuff. They found some counterplay. I didn't think about this. My bad. Let's just castle. Lose a piece with check. And maybe another piece later. That's fine. I'm still winning. I just need to keep enough stuff. I've been concerned about keeping enough stuff. Yeah, worst case scenario, I can knight and bishop, mate. Have I ever banned anyone? I think so, yeah. People that are either wildly racist or rude or disrespectful or, you know. They're just not virtuous people. You can catch a swift ban in the WTC chat. Don't doubt it. Don't you dare doubt it. I like this because I think we're kind of dominating the knight here, except for my blundered pawn, and by blundered I mean blundered. And I thought maybe some kind of h3, get rid of the bishop's protection of this, so you can't quite take the knight that easily, or the the knight, sorry. And then I'm thinking if we do this and you escort it, I don't know. Okay. Okay, now even if I lose this, I'm chilling. In fact, was that even... Oh no, you could have gone here. Sure, that makes some sense. That makes some sense. Ooh, they did have this maybe, but again, you need this knight presumably. Right. Let us... I think what I might do is just play bishop a3 here. I really like how restrictive that is of the king, and I'm thinking that if we start bringing the rooks, yeah, like a quick rook e1. It doesn't seem obvious unless you want to trade the rooks. How do you deal with this? They're putting up a decent fight though. Maybe I'm just not converting very well. But we already, unfortunately, don't have enough material for a Mona Lisa, mate. So we're going to have to pivot into a classic knight and bishop, mate, to wrap up the stream. See if I can actually still do it. I feel like I can. I feel like I'm actually fairly adept at them now. I might do this, actually. Is that a good idea? Kind of seems pretty fun. I like this. I like this a lot. Your king's never coming up now, and your rook's just trapped in here. They're kind of going across to take the rook and then driving this king back and using that bishop in this way. I feel like there's major counterplay here, where it's like you probably need to come up and over somehow. I can do this, but I blunder a rook, so I'd probably rather not. I could also do this if I really wanted. Oh, I blunder a rook there as well. Let's just start with king... let's start with this. Why not? Why not, why not? We'll keep the rook in the 7th, but we might as well pick up a pawn with some serious tempo and... Yeah, okay, but now what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Again, you're just not really taking anything. You can go here, I guess. And then you're stopping this, which makes some sense. I might just go rook here. Because there's a pretty funny idea, which is that if rook here and you go for the fork, and I move my king and you take, and then I take, either king move loses your rook. Oh, I guess you can move the rook here. Okay, that might not be ideal. Let's just do this. I thought we could like forcibly win the rook in the end, but rook c8 probably just solves that issue. Play much poker. I dabble in poker with my girlfriend and her friends, and you know I taught them how. The only reason I've said that is because I taught them how to play the other night. You know I know how to play. I don't think I'm particularly good at it. I maybe could have gone for a mate there, but of course we're not going for that kind of mate. I might be decent at it if I put some time into it, I imagine, but you know, I got more pressing matters at hand, like chess, which of course is the greatest game ever, And okay, we're going to go here and here, of course. Maybe stalemating by accident. You'd imagine not, though. And then. Get myself a queen. And I just need to keep this and this on the board. Which now I'm realizing might actually be a bit more of a feat than I initially thought. Yeah, because I don't want to accidentally mate you here. Like, don't do this. Damn it. I don't want to mate you here. Oh. I do have check though, right? You gotta come back out? Okay. Yeah, no, I'm fine, I'm fine. Obviously, I'm fine. And if you push, I can always go a4. And there's no unpass on, obviously, if you've pushed. Nice. King here. Get out of there. And I think, honestly, if I just go check, we drive you far enough away from the pawn that I can merely be concerned with going rook here, picking this up, getting myself the pony that I truly deserve. Check. Oh no, my queen. Let's get a knight, please. Let's accidentally stalemate my opponent. Okay, now how do I give this up? Check. Just making sure I'm not accidentally mating. Check. You little waste man. Take my flipping rook. Am I going to have to force you to take my rook? Is that what's going on here? Is that what's going on here? Am I going to have to force you to take the rook? Okay. I'll force you to take the rook. I will force you to take the rook. Let's keep forcing him down. Let's force him down once more. You're going to have to take this rook at some point. Check. I mean, I'm not mating you here. I'm just going to come... Well, we can go here. Oh no, my rook. Or you can do this. Now, I don't want checkmate, of course. I instead... How the hell do I force you to take this rook? Check. You don't want to go this way. Because then you're going to have to take my rook. Okay. And now, rook here. Yes. Only legal move is taking my rook, of course. And now... Well, I mean, you're already kind of here. You're already kind of here. How do I do this? Hold on, I don't actually remember. This feels completely foreign to me now. Bishop here. I'm going to do this. Is that going to be a blunder? I just kind of wanted to give back a move. Mess with the parity there. To then force them to here. Yeah, sweet. Now we're holding this. And at this point, I think... Wait, king is a stalemate, right? What am I doing? Oh, no, I've messed it up. The knight's supposed to be here, isn't it? And the king's supposed to be on c2? Oops. Have I blundered this? 1, 2, 3? Okay, well, as long as... Yeah, sweet, okay. Now you're just in this box. And I do believe... If I go... No, again, here's mate. What am I... Hold on. Let's go. Let's go. And then let's... Go. And then let's... Go. And then... Hold on. 1, 2... Right, hold on. Bang. We burn a move. And then we go here, so they have to go back here and we can go mate. Wait, what am I talking about? Yeah, here and mate. But I can also, because of a beautiful thing, known as parity. I really hope this isn't a draw. Oh, I lost it. Wait, what the hell? Oh no, it's going to be a draw now. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry for my language. Damn it. I was trying to style on him. I think this is now going to be a 50-move draw. How many moves do I have since the last pawn move? I've been messing around too much. Or the last capture, sorry, actually. We get a bit more of a... Move 70. What's the move now? Ooh, I've got 20 moves. Right, this is now entertainment. This is now real content. Oh, I went bishop first. What an idiot. I didn't realize. Okay. Oh man, this is actually going to be -8, isn't it? For crying out loud. It's actually going to be a -8. I did it in the wrong order. Hold on. And then what is it? Is it this? Oh no, it's this, right? Yeah. How many moves do I have? Oh, I'm so not doing this. There's absolutely no way I'm doing this. Is it a draw now? It's a draw now, isn't it? There's like 2 more moves. Damn it! I was close as well. Here, here, here. Oh, rather sorry. Here, 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 here. Check, here, here, here. I literally had it. I just went in the wrong order. What an absolute imbecile. Jesus on a bike. Alright, actually deserved. Actually deserved, right. Okay, final game is getting that back real quick. Final game is just quickly getting back. Chess play perfectly is a draw, absolutely. Right, hold on. I need 5 elo. I just need to grab 5 elo, and then I'm going to sleep. And, oh look, this is precisely 5 elo. I mean, that is fantastic. That is fantastic indeed. That is fortunate indeed, indeed, indeed. A win here takes me precisely to that 2100 boundary. And, honestly, I think I'm going to take with the knight. It just looks like a really good idea. Hopefully they just blunder it. I mean, I doubt they will, but... Careful of tilt, mate. Tilt, I've never even heard of tilt. What is that? What are you what are you talking about, dude? I've never tilted in my life. How could you even accuse me of such a thing? If I castle and you take. I just believe. Maybe I don't. Take, bishop f4. There's like bishop c, queen c5. I believe in it. I actually don't believe in it at all. I don't know why I just said I believe in it, because I really don't. They're going to win this pawn here. Hold on. I am now just down 2 pawns. I still think I've got a good position. I just need to not blunder this. Which is easier said than done. You know what? Genuinely, king h1. So easy. So easy. I've never tilted or lost a game of chess ever in my life. I literally, could you guys please have a little respect? You're currently witnessing the greatest chess player of all time play, and you're just kind of, I don't know, you're leaving a little wanting in terms of respect for the actual goals of the sport. I don't want to see a forced queen trade. Is this still a forced queen trade? Oh my god, possibly. Right. Knight here. Bishop f4 and this is a problem, I think. Knight b5 seems pretty nice. a6, bishop f4, knight takes here. You should be in all sorts of trouble. Thank you, Colin. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Tilted and titled being such close... I mean, it's a single transposition error between those 2 words. Not very helpful in the context of chess. I'm just going to get rid of that starting elo because it looks like that was my starting Blitz elo, and I do not wish people tuning into the stream to think that that is the case. Okay. Whoa. Excuse me. I don't actually see what you do about this. That's a good one, Caleb. Nice. Right, they sacked their queen for 2 pieces, which honestly isn't the stupidest thing in the world in this context, but it kind of is. You know? I don't know how they didn't think of something slightly better than that. Surely there was something slightly better than that, although I've done that so many times, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe this, and then... Okay. Bishop here, possibly. Just go after this pawn. I mean, if you castle, you're in trouble, clearly. Also gonna... this is held enough, I guess. Yeah, obviously that's a move. I didn't think about that, though. Do I leave this to stack? You know what? Honestly, just come back here. I'm not blundering this game. 43 seconds. Let's just convert and win. Please, for the love of God. Just convert and win. A4. A5, A6. Thank you very much. It's kind of an easy idea to just make progress. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Lucian. Thank you. This is just a move that I can just keep pushing this pawn, and it has to be good. Is kind of my my take here. You know, you can do that, sure. Sure. Bring a rook in. Bring a bishop in, maybe. Something interesting going on. Something in the way. Ooh, have I blundered it? I might have blundered it. No, because I have this in the end. That's disgusting. Well, they can take here first. But I have this. I have no time, man. Okay. Please just blunder, mate. That'd be real nice. To be fair, your knight is hanging and this is hanging. And if this, I can just sack and go here and here. So, you know, it's not completely unreasonable that they might blunder, mate. We, I believe that the term is take those. 2400, 89%. Yeah, there was actually no tilt there. I was just cooking the whole time. Except from this. This was slightly dubious. And then I had h4 threatening bishop g5. I'll maybe remember that in the future. But castles here, king h1. You know, I genuinely thought about knight d5. Oh, because I don't have this. Why didn't I think about that? I mean, why didn't I play it? Damn it. Okay, the knight b5 is great. This is good. Obviously, I'm cooking him up, 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 cooking him up. This is then best. Not really quite sure how that's not brilliant, because obviously there's a lot of complications there. But, you know, you need to see the idea that after takes, you get the check and I don't know. I feel like that deserves a little brilliant. Some of the nonsense that that they give brilliant. No, I did not lose 65 elo today. I explained this earlier. Shut the hell up with your Sag nonsense. I know you're rage baiting me, as the kids say right now. Who Dives Wins, how are you doing? Good morning, and also good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I'm going now. I'll see you guys soon. Hasta la vista.